Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. Today it's Autobots Roll Out. Welcome back to another Bearded Geek toy review. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at two Transformers figures from the War for Cybertron trilogy series, which has just debuted on Netflix. We're looking at the Optimus Prime Siege figure and the Starscream Earthrise figure. So he's already been taken out of the box, but we'll have a look at the packaging as well. And then later on, we'll be looking at Starscream as well, and that'll get him out of the packaging also. So here's the Optimus Prime figure, and there you can see you've got some kind of like Autobot style writing in the background on the inside of the package. A great illustration there of Optimus Prime, and obviously this is the Voyager class style of figure. And then on the back of it we have obviously the details of what you can do with the figure. So it comes with 27 points in order to transform it. I'll give that a go in a bit. Sometimes you need an engineering degree to get these guys to transform into vehicles. So hopefully it won't take too long. But that's the packaging there. And then obviously at the side of it there's one of the main posters for the Netflix series. Which if you've not watched it, I do highly recommend it. It's kind of like a dark, gritty anime style version of the Transformers. It's a bit of a prequel to the original cartoon series. They're very much in their G1 style of Autobots and Decepticons, and it deals with obviously the whole war of Cybertron, and that's like the first 6 episodes. So highly recommended. If you've got Netflix, check it out. If you kind of like streaming other ways, then obviously check it out that way. Not that I advocate that for a start, but there you go. So here's Optimus Prime in all his glory, the leader of the Autobots. Brilliant attention to detail, really great sculpting on this. Comes with 2 accessories. He comes with this battle axe here, and obviously his trademark big gun weapon. So obviously you can see him there. Nice little bit of detailing on the front where, you know, some battle scars and stuff along here, and there. I really do like that, like little attention to detail. Nice little paint job on him. There's the side of him, and obviously then you go back, then obviously we've got the back of the figure. The only thing I'm not too keen on is this front here, but obviously it plays a part in the series. It's the style of the truck that he transforms into for the Siege storyline, so it's kind of like part of him. If you get the more up-to-date Earthrise version of Optimus Prime, which is kind of like exactly the same figure but double the price, because it does come with his trailer, it does come without this bit. So, and obviously he looks a bit more fresh and brand new. And there's the side of him there with his axe, and back round to the front. So the style of the figure is, like I said, very much like the Generation 1 Optimus Prime, and also very similar in styling to the Optimus Prime that we saw in the recent Bumblebee movie, which was either a prequel to the Michael Bay Transformers series or a reboot of the Michael Bay Transformers series, depending on what you actually thought of the film. Okay, so I've got my instructions here, and let's see if we can get him transformed into his truck mode. And there you have him. Okay, so it took a bit of a while. I had to consult a YouTube video of somebody doing the transformation. So, but we got there in the end. So here is Optimus Prime in his truck mode. Okay, so as I said, that back panel that you had on the back of the figure sits very, very nicely on the top, and obviously that's there then to design to obviously put things like the gun, and obviously there are also, you can put that in there as well. That's another attachment as well that can go in there as well. So let's take a look at the front of him. Okay, so like I said, that's the front of Optimus Prime, and then that's the other side of him, and then obviously the back as well. It's a bit of a shame that that bit doesn't quite fill in, but you know, it's not a deal breaker. But he does look good in his truck mode. But like I said, I prefer having the figures in their Autobot robot mode for display. So let's get him turned back. And there he is, back in his Autobot glory. Figure retails for around about $23.99. You can pick him up from one of your local toy shops, or perhaps like one of your memorabilia or comic book shops if you've got those nearby. I picked this up from Smith's, and it really is a good purchase. Okay, now, so on to the Starscream Earthrise figure. So let's have a quick look at the packaging. There he is in there. It's a lovely packaging artwork on the side. Decepticon logo on the top. If you can just like look at that. Okay, and then you've got details of the figure on the back of the box. 30 points to transform him into his traditional jet fighter mode. And again, there's the artwork from the upcoming second part to the Netflix TV series, Earthrise. So let's get him out of the box and have a look at him. So here he is, Starscream, treacherous second in command to the Decepticons, and Megatron's loyal servant, unless he's actually trying to stab him in the back and take control of the Decepticons himself. Okay, so it looks like an absolute figure. Very, very traditional, very much in the stylings and the colourings of the original Generation 1 release back in the 80s. So let's take a look at him. So there he is from the front. There he is from the side with obviously his wings and the nose cone of the fighter jet at the back. There he is from the back. Oh, his wings just gone down a little bit there. So a bit plain on the back, but not too bothered about that, because obviously you're not going to really see that when they're on display or when you're playing with them. Again on the side, and then back to the front again. Okay, so this one is exactly the same release as the Siege one. The only difference that I could tell before I picked this up is that the Siege one does, similar to the Optimus Prime one, has some damage, scratching, some battle wear paint job on him. This one's a lot newer figure, which obviously shows that probably in the second part of the Netflix series, when those next episodes go online, it probably shows that, you know, the Autobots and the Decepticons probably spruce themselves up a bit with Energon once they once they arrive on Earth. Okay, so I've got the instructions here, ready to open up and have a look and test if I need an engineering degree to change this guy. But let's get him changed into the jet fighter mode. And here is Starscream in his jet fighter mode. I have to say, that transformation was a lot easier than Optimus Prime, even though it's more points of transformation. It's 30 points compared to the 27 that Optimus had, but a lot easier. And I think I remember from the couple of Transformers that I had when I was a kid that the Decepticon planes were a lot easier to transform than some of the Autobots. So let's just take a look at him. So obviously there he is, his jet fighter glory. And Decepticon icons on both wings there. from the rear. Okay, let's get him changed back. So there he is, Starscream, back transformed into his evil Decepticon self, ready to do battle with Optimus Prime. Can't recommend these figures highly enough. They really, really are highly detailed, good quality, and for people who remember the original Transformers like myself, they're great little pieces to collect. Very reminiscent of the G1 Transformers, and great toys to play with or have on display. And also they're great depictions of the characters as they appear in that brand new Netflix series, like I said. So pick them up, they're absolutely brilliant. Cheers. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, reviewing some of the Transformers figures that have just been released, linked to the new Netflix series. We've got some more reviews coming up, we've got some Harry Potter figures to review, we've got some more Doctor Who B&M exclusives, and we've also got some Star Wars retro collection to look at. They'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So if you do like this video, please leave us a like, and if you'd like to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button, and if you'd hit the notification bell, and that will tell you whenever one of our videos comes up and is published. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you soon on Bearded Geek Toy Reviews. See you soon. Hello and welcome to Bearded Geeks Toys Review. Blah, 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 blah.